So, welcome to this session. And in this particular session, we are going to discuss various applications of computers in pharmacy. So, we'll begin with the introduction how computers are useful in pharmacy. Now, first of all, we'll introduce what is meant by or what is the use of computers in pharmacy. So, nowadays, computers are very common in any areas, maybe in science, in technology, in everyday daily life. So computers are very common in all the areas of science and technology. So pharmacy is also immensely benefited with the use of computers. So with the help of computers, it is very much useful for the pharmacy also, and it is benefited with the help of computers or with the help of use of the computers. Now the computers are useful. What is the use of computers in pharmacy? So computers are useful in drug design or designing of the new uh, tablets, or you can say new medicine. That is nothing but a drug design, new drug discovery, manufacturing of it, analysis of it, and hospital pharmacy. So computers are very much useful in various fields of the pharmacy like drug design, drug discovery, analysis, manufacturing. So that is nothing but what we have the computers in pharmacy. So there are many hardwares as well as softwares are developed for making pharmacist job easier. So you are finding the computers in every medical. So because of that, the pharmacist can analyze. Means there is one example how the software or how the computers are used. So many hardware and softwares are developed for making the pharmacist job easier, and that is nothing but it is or that is nothing but the computers are very much useful in pharmacy. Now first, it is a drug information storage and retrieval. In pharmacy, we must have some knowledge about the drug, and it must be stored somewhere, and we can retrieve it. So how to do it? So detailed research of drug information is required for clearing. For whom it is required? It is required to the pharmacist for clearing all queries about drug interaction. What are the adverse reaction of that drug? Pharmacology, pharmacological actions. What are various actions of it? So the pharmacist must search a detailed search. He must have a detailed search of drug information, how those are reacting, how they are reacting, interacting, what are the adverse reaction. So how that person can search it? So computers are helping. So by using a computer, they can retrieve, they can store the information, as well as they can save this time. So with the help of computers, they can retrieve the information, they can store that information, and for this purpose, the computers are saving the time. So you can save your time for retrieving purpose, for storing the information by using computers. So computers are helping in retrieving, storing this information. Now, what is meant by drug information? So, drug information means the information related or information pertaining to the drugs. So, what is the combination of it? How it is affecting? What are the adverse reaction? How to take it? What are the doses? So, this is nothing but information related to drugs. So using computer, information from the large databases. So there are the large medical databases or medical literature databases available on the internet. And by using computers, you can search on the internet, you can retrieve from those large databases. So here the computers are helping you to retrieve the particular information from the large databases, and you can save that information for the future use. So the few examples of the drug databases are Embase. So this is one database where you will find various journal papers, you will find the literature, you can find the abstract, you can find the complete paper. You have a Medline, also one more database, so you can access the medical literature from this particular databases. So in searching of that databases, computers are very much useful. So this is the first application where we are using the computers. So as we are discussing computer, computers use of computers in pharmacy. So the first, like a drug information storage and retrieval. So you can get some drug information from the databases, large databases. You can store it and you can retrieve it. Now next is pharmacokinetics. So what is meant by pharmacokinetics? So pharmacokinetics, it is a study, or you can say it is a science which deals with absorption rate, metabolism, distribution, and elimination of drug and metabolites in the body. So pharmacokinetics, it is a study which deals with whenever we are taking any medicine. So from the start, beginning of that means after taking it, what are the various processes, how it works. So it is studied in the pharmacokinetics. So it describes pharmacokinetics. It describes how body affects for the specific chemical. Means in the doses there are the chemical or drugs. So how your body is affecting for the specific chemical after administration, means after taking it, through the mechanism of absorption, because absorption and distribution, as well as metabolic changes of the substance in the body. So initially, whenever we are taking any medicine, this medicine will go to some place where the absorption will happen, then distribution will happen. So this is nothing but it describes, or pharmacokinematics, it describes how body is affecting for the specific chemical after taking it. Now this is nothing but pharmacokinetics. So liberation means you are taking it, absorption, and then there is a distribution to the various elements of the body, and then metabolism means metabolism, and then finally excretion. So this is what we have, the pharmacokinetics. Now next is mathematical model in drug design. So while designing a drug, the computer is helping, or there are some models that can be used for designing of the drugs. So here is one model, that is method, that is nothing but a quantitative structure activity relationship, is one method in drug design. So what QSAR is, this QSAR model, it summarizes the supposed relationship, or the relationship between the chemical structure and biological activity in a chemical data set. So it is initially summarizes, the QSAR model summarizes a suppose the relationship, means there may be relationship between chemical structure and biological activity in the chemical data set. Now after having that summarization, the QSAR model will predict the activities of the new chemicals. It will predict the activities of the new chemicals. So QSAR method, which uses physiochemical properties and perform regression analysis. So it will use some properties and it will perform the regression analysis, and based on the formula it will give you some new design. So that is nothing but called as QSAR method. So you many times they are using some mathematical structure, they are using some mathematical formulas also for designing of the drug.